Welcome to SwarmCast, the marketing hive for pest control pros from coast to coast. If you're tired of your competition bugging you and want to grow your business like a well-built colony, you're in the right place. Each episode, we'll break down the latest marketing trends, expert insights, and proven strategies to help you exterminate the competition and keep your phones buzzing. So strap in, pest bosses. It's time to swarm the market and take your business to the next level. This is SwarmCast.
Episode 9 of the SwarmCast.
Oh. Yay!
And man, that was our new intro. So first and foremost, we need to know what you guys thought of the new intro.
Yes, let us know in the comments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah, she's our go-to when we need something really high energy, kind of a retro, kind of radio style intro. She's phenomenal. She's done a number of our intros and outros to the podcast we've produced. And if you want her information, we found her on Fiverr, and she's remarkable. Not to mention that she's quite affordable.
Yeah.
So what we get, so very easy to work with, a 5-star review on Fiverr. So we'll put her information in the comments for anybody who wants to check her out and work with her. And yes, you do get the British accent included. No additional charge.
Awesome.
So what are we talking about today?
We
Lily?
are talking about social media.
Social media. And why are we talking about social media?
Because we're actually the best social media marketers you can find. So who better?
Anywhere.
Well, actually, we run the social media department at Swarm Pest Control Marketing.
Yep.
So I guess that's why we're here, but mostly because we're the best, I'd say.
And, you know, not you could tell if you're watching this on video that we're really cool. That's why we got to wear jackets.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, we are based in Tucson, Arizona, and it's bitterly cold for us today at 55 degrees, even indoors. That's why we're wearing our jackets.
It's
today.
Ridiculous for us. It rained yesterday. It rained.
We didn't know what was going on.
I know.
So it'll be good for bug season for our buddies at Pest Friends who are right across the way from us.
Yep.
So, but social media, Lily, I want you to, why don't we start off with like one of the biggest feathers in your cap, how you helped out one of our clients here locally, Animal Experts.
Yes. So Animal Experts is one of our pest control clients. It's not the typical pest control you'd think about, but they deal with nuisance wildlife. So like raccoons and bobcats and all the crazy animals like that. So if you have one of those.
Pygmy owls.
Yep. And actually they're elf owls. So
Elf owls.
I started their TikTok page because people on Instagram and Facebook just loved them. So I got their permission to start a TikTok, and I was posting some videos. They were doing pretty good here and there. Some of them will get a couple 100,000 views. And then we posted this one video, and we get a call from Jeff from Animal Experts and says, "Do you see how many views our TikTok has?" Well, he didn't even know it was a TikTok, but
right. Well, actually, no, he was saying, "Have you seen what's going on Facebook?"
Yeah.
That was the original conversation.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. It's kind of the, business as usual, several hundred views, whatever it is. And then he's, no, I mean Instagram. Check Instagram. Still, I'm like, Jeff, it's the normal, a few 100,000 views, whatever it is. No, it's YouTube. I'm like, we didn't put nothing on YouTube. What is it? And finally it dawned on us. Oh, you mean TikTok.
Yep. And I went to look because it was over the weekend, and it was at 15 million views.
Yeah.
And we were all like, what?
15 million.
Yes, 15 million views. And it was so cool what it was doing. It actually started a trend where people were imitating this owl. And they blew up over this. And the video is now at around 23 million views with 3.5 million likes. And their page has grown to over 100,000 followers. So
before that, it was around how much? I think it was only at 2,000 or something.
Yeah, a few thousand.
A few thousand, yeah.
Yep.
Up to 100,000 plus.
Yes.
Yeah. And what else have they received as a benefit from this?
They actually had so many news people write articles about this video, which provided massive backlinks to their website. And Forbes being one of the biggest ones, they actually wrote an article about this owl. And it was so cool that even the local publicity that they got from this, they were having our local news stations reach out and they wrote articles on it. I think we counted up to like 11 articles were written that we could find.
And still today, there's somebody who requested another video off their Instagram to be published on their social.
Yep.
So the benefit of, I don't know we're talking about social media, but the benefit of backlinks, it just adds more authority to your website. So over time, their local and maybe even national SEO is just going to go through the roof. So
Yeah. And backlinks can be very expensive.
Very
too.
powerful.
Yeah.
So just the amount of value they got from the backlinks alone was tremendous.
Yep.
The local PR was tremendous.
Yes.
And what else did they get?
What else did they get?
A little cash in their pocket.
Oh, yeah. Then we were able to monetize their TikTok. And it was pretty cool what came from that. So it was very exciting for us and for them.
Yep.
And yeah, we were able to monetize what was going on TikTok. So.
Yeah, we don't want to see how much they've gotten because that's their business. But let's just say they owe us lunch for the next 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, they've done phenomenal. And by no means are we promising that you would go viral with us.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the timing has to be perfect. The content has to be perfect. And I think the story was somebody from SNL actually did one of the imitations.
Yep.
So it really went crazy. And there's so many different variations. A lot of people did it in Spanish, and people were imitating Mark and the Out simultaneously. It's just hilarious.
It's so funny. You guys should go check it out. It's Animal Experts on TikTok. It's actually Animal Experts AZ.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
go look at their video.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Go scroll through all the imitations on the sound. It's really funny.
Yeah. And then a few weeks ago, a few more of their videos, the one that to give you even, the credit again, you knew that this one would be a better of a two-parter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you start getting monetized on TikTok, the videos actually have to be over a minute long to get paid now. And Jeff had sent us this video of him getting this owl out of somebody's house on Christmas, and it was about 4 minutes long. So probably 3.5. And that, to me, is the perfect opportunity to try to get 2 good videos out of that. So we cut it in half, and both of them actually ended up doing really well. One of them is at 6-point-something million, and the other one's almost at 2 now. So again,
a big, thank you for doing that for our client, and I'm sure they're they're very grateful. They are. They come by once every few weeks now, so we could respond to all the questions and all the engagement that they get, and they're phenomenal. But again, we're not promising anybody that works with us that you're going to go viral and get paid for it.
Yeah.
Right? However, what we do promise is that we know what we're doing. I always say my strength is more in Facebook ads, Instagram, while Lily is, TikTok, and we're both, I think, very, very good in LinkedIn. So across the gamut, we've, got all your bases covered. And, I've been doing this for over a decade. Yeah. So when you were 10, I started.
Me too.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Probably. Yeah, 20 years between us, right? So, but the purpose of social media is really brand awareness, right? Building your pest control company to more top of mind, right? And there's very, creative ways that you can do this organically. There's a group out of Phoenix that I don't want to give away their secret sauce without their permission, but all their growth and their leads on Facebook and Instagram come from a very ingenious idea of what they did, So again, I don't want to give away their secret sauce. And not that we're not going to use it for our clients, but just to be professional about this, right? But and you may be wondering how we're going to help you if you're in the middle of Maryland or Florida or wherever. So Lily put together this idea, as far as like creating a content calendar in which we give you your assignments. So we can not only provide good value and information about your business, but show your team off too. That's very, very important.
Yep. Yeah. So we called it a playbook. So to kind of help you to work together, because that's how it's going to work. But the main thing is showing off your team and you, and really humanizing your brand, because that's what people want to see. Because we have people come to us all the time that are like, people aren't going to want to follow us on Facebook or on Instagram because they don't really care about pest control or whatever. We get that all the time, but it's not about that. They will want to follow you if they see you and they really get to know you and your employees as people, but it's more about the brand awareness and less about who's really interested in pest control. But
celebrating, your employees' anniversaries, their birthdays, special occasions. Maybe someone had a baby, maybe someone just became a grandparent, whatever that is. I mean, highlight your employees, right? Another little nugget that I like to give out there is starting a podcast like this. Lily, after we're done with this and we put this all together, is going to chop this up in layman's terms to about 15 to 20 different clips. And you're going to see those clips on our Swarm social media all over the place. So we use this content from this podcast for more content, not just for ourselves, but for our clients.
Yep.
Yeah. So...
Yeah.
I think that's one of the favorite things you like to do. You really get creative on that.
Yep. I really enjoy the aftermath of podcasts or long form videos in general.
Yeah.
I enjoy video editing and finding the best parts to put out there and really catch people's attention.
And one thing you do, you don't rely just on one tool to help you. You kind of cross, use one tool for one thing and then another for another thing. So, yeah. She's taught me a lot.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes. Yeah. Just kidding. He's taught me everything I know.
A few things.
A few things.
Facebook ads. You talk about, again, we're biased, but what better way to create brand awareness than Facebook ads? Or if you want to send people to your website, again, not to disparage one form or one strategy of your marketing plan, but a cost per click on Google is way more than what we can get you cost per click on Facebook.
Yep.
And the more people we're driving to your website, it strengthens your authority online. So indirectly, it helps out your SEO.
Yeah.
The more people that have eyeballs on your website.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and there's a whole other back end part of how your website should be formatted so it converts. But that's for another episode. We're only talking social media.
We can't give away everything today. Not everything. But that reminds me what you're talking about is how important it is to be on multiple platforms, not just Facebook, and especially what we all experienced when TikTok got banned for about 12 hours. Not just TikTok, if that's what you're spending most of your time on. Yep.
I'll be honest. I had hoped, I'm not being political here for one reason or another, guys. So let me preface this. I had really hoped TikTok was going to be banned for a while, because then that would have put more eyes, I believe, on Instagram.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So, which would have made our lives a little bit easier to help our clients out a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because we still have clients that I think should be on TikTok, but they're a little bit afraid of it, or they just simply don't like the platform.
Yeah.
They don't want to be associated with it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So, what about LinkedIn?
Ooh. Yep. You should be on LinkedIn if you're not on LinkedIn.
I know.
Yeah. I think a lot of people miss the mark on that because they think that it's only for people who are looking for jobs.
Right.
But it's really not. You should be all over LinkedIn. It is almost like you're building yourself a brand too if you're a pest control owner. And that's another part of humanizing your brand.
Yeah.
You need to be posting on LinkedIn and people need to get to know you. And then when they think of your pest control brand, they think of you and they want to hire you. So
yeah. And arguably, in being omnipresent, For me, I think LinkedIn is the most important, even with pest control management and owners especially.
Yeah.
Because B2B is very important in your market, fragmentation, right? So I know a lot of you guys out there don't rely just on the B2C, but the B2B, right?
Yeah.
So you could really connect with a lot of local business owners through LinkedIn. Plus, you can get very, very creative. I have a newsletter that has about 1,800 subscribers for my personal profile.
Yeah.
And it's just a way that, there's so much content opportunities on there. And they're adding more. Have you seen?
They have videos now.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They have their own form of reels or
It's
TikTok
really
videos
cool.
or YouTube shorts.
Really cool.
It is really cool.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool too because you don't have to specify if you want it to go in that section.
Right.
It will just read it. And if it's a vertical form video, it'll put that in that video thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and that's really powerful now.
Yeah. So in a way, indirectly, Lily, you and I gave basically a blueprint of what your guys' social media needs to look like.
Yep.
If you want to, save time, do all your videos in vertical format.
Yes.
Because you could utilize that on TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, Stories, right?
Yep.
And now on LinkedIn, right? Do more of the businessy stuff on LinkedIn.
Yep.
And do more of the brand awareness, celebrate your employees on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
We should charge everybody watching this.
I know. We'll put our Venmos in the
Yeah.
description.
So what are some of the questions? Let's go ahead and just give it all away. What are some of the questions that we always get from people when we talk about social media? I can think of one right off
I
the
can
bat.
think of one
Go
too.
ahead. Go ahead.
How often
Yep.
should I be posting?
We're right here.
Were we
We're
on
right
the
here.
same wavelength?
Yeah.
Yeah. How often
Yep.
should you post on social media? And actually, Sean could probably better answer this because he's the professional. But to me, I'd say there's no set like, oh, you need to post this, this, and this, and this. I think it's get as much content as you can and just be in
Yeah.
front of people's faces.
Yeah.
And don't worry too much about, oh, I need to get a post out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think it's just, I would say at least 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Just be in front of people's faces.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Sean could probably better answer
No,
that.
I would answer it the same way. Concentrate more on quality over quantity, right?
Definitely.
And if you ever heard Gary Vaynerchuk, follow his rules.
Yep.
Provide good value and information. Then every once in a while, have a salesy type of post. Remind people who you are. Remind people to call in or set up an appointment or whatever. But provide that value and information first. And how Lily was saying, don't worry about how often, just if it's a good qualified piece of content,
Yep.
right? I don't know. I mean, how often do you on your personal stuff?
No, probably not as much as I should.
yeah.
Yeah. But he's the master at personal branding.
No. One thing that I think that I would never call myself is a master at this because it's always changing.
It is. Yeah.
I'm a good student.
Yeah.
I'm a good student. I've been doing, like I said, 10 years. Before this, I had my marketing degree, sales background. One thing that I learned right away, things are always changing.
Yep.
Right. And I know that it frustrates small business owners. And that's a reason why that you give yourself an excuse for not being on social media. It's always changing. That's not an excuse, guys. It's not. How much does it cost to post something, Lily? Nada.
0. Oh, some people aren't watching, but I have a big 0.
A big 0. It doesn't cost you anything,
Yep.
right? Another thing, not too many people like my stuff. For every 1 or 2 likes that you get, there's about 20 to 25 lurkers now.
Yeah.
Over the years, people have gotten lazy to like stuff. They'll still follow you, and but for some reason, people just don't like stuff.
I think that's a big thing too.
It's
like,
weird.
Don't get too focused on the metrics. Like, oh, I only have 100 followers. I'm only getting 3 likes.
Yep.
There's people that are seeing it, and every time they see your brand, it clicks something in their brain. You just want to be top of mind. So don't get too focused on, oh, like this posted terrible. It only got 10 likes. Like,
Right.
it's all valuable, and just Just try to put out the best content you can.
And think about it this way. Someone goes to your Facebook, Instagram, wherever, and they see the last post you had was celebrating the 4th of July in 2016. They're going to believe that you're not engaged with the audience, that you don't care about the audience, right? Yep. So be consistent. You know, we've given you some ideas. If you want more ideas, put, a note in the comments and we'll follow up with you, right? But consistent value, information, celebrate your team.
Yep.
Celebrate, your wins with, testimonials are always great posts.
Yes.
They're always great posts.
Video testimonials are best if you can get those too.
Yeah, those are always. And don't worry about the production. A good smartphone, iPhone, or a Pixel, whatever. Again, just do it in the vertical format so you share it across multiple platforms. And don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. So I will say in closing, and I want you to have a good closing too. I will say in closing that more and more, 10, 12 years ago, organic reach was phenomenal, right? Right now, you probably really need to pay to play a little bit, even if it's $100 or $200 a month, depending on your location and how many locations you have. Just some brand awareness campaigns.
Yep.
Just some brand awareness.
They're very cheap, but they get hundreds and thousands of eyes on them. So, and they keep going to the same people too. Let Facebook's algorithms do your dirty work, and it'll find that audience for you and keep running your ads. Don't just run one, run multiple to test them out, right? We're giving everybody all of the tricks.
We are. And we're really good at what we do, though. and build up that top of mind awareness so the next time your future customers or a customer you had that just hasn't called you in a while, they see a rat or a cockroach or whatever you have prominent in your area, gives you a call.
Yep.
Okay, what's your nugget?
Hire us to do your social media. That will always.
That's the easy way out.
Yeah.
That's the easy way out.
Yeah. If all of this seems like that is still too much work for me, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you can't tell, we love what we do.
Yeah. It's so fun.
It is. It is. Between the two of us, and you do more than I do now, probably almost twice as much, maybe more. The amount of content that we produced every week is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And every month. Have you ever thought about that?
I try not to. I'm just kidding.
It's literally.
It's a lot.
Probably we're up between 900 and 1,000 pieces of content every month between the two of us.
Yep.
And we love it. We love it.
It's great.
It is. It's cool.
Yeah.
So I guess we're all right.
We're all right.
We're all right. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Direct message us if you're following us on YouTube, Spotify, and where else,
everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah. And then
we'll have all of our socials and everything in the description. So check us out.
Email us, wherever you want. If you need any assistance, let's set up a time. We'll have a coffee. You got to have coffee over Zoom with us. And that's the only thing we ask.
Or just fly down to Tucson. It'll get warm here soon.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 80s in a few days.
Yep.
Thank God. So.
Okay.
That's a wrap on this episode of SwarmCast. Thanks for tuning in and arming yourself with the marketing firepower to keep your pest control business thriving. Before you scurry off, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode and leave us a review. It helps us spread like a well-placed bait station. Got a topic you want us to tackle? Drop us a line and let's keep the conversation buzzing. Until next time, stay sharp, stay strategic, and keep swarming the market.